path. Five, four, three, two, one. Secure.
What's up YouTube? I'm Dave Winchester with Lost Save Gaming, and I'm here to talk to you today about the new Doom Open Multiplayer Beta and how it's triggered some YouTubers to come out and criticize the game before it's even been released. Now, the biggest complaint from some of these YouTubers is the fact that the new Doom game isn't Doom enough in how it's catering to the casual players that now play Call of Duty and Halo. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to you about how this Doom game is really nothing like Halo, and how these people's opinions are just plain wrong. Let's start with movement. First of all, there are a lot of similarities and differences on this front. First, this game doesn't have a sprint button, a huge difference from other modern games. If you look at games like Call of Duty and Halo, you're always moving at a jog until you hit the sprint button, and it's mostly used to get away from enemy fire. You can't sprint and shoot, you can only sprint and get the hell out of there. With Doom, since you're always moving at full speed, you can jump, shoot, run, all at the same time. It doesn't matter, which is big in arena shooters. If you've played games like Unreal Tournament before or Quake, that's how it's always going to be. Let's talk about how the jump function is unique as well. This game you actually don't jump very high, so it's not like your Halo where you can just jump over an enemy. Given you can double jump, but it doesn't give you that much extra height. Other games like Black Ops have a jump button too, but it's mostly used in conjunction with the booster pack now to avoid fire. Doom, you pretty much use the double jump to avoid rocket splash damage and get up to slightly higher ledges, but that's it. There are also similarities though. If you look at Halo 5, you actually have a clamber. They actually incorporated that into this Doom as well, so if you can't quite reach the ledge, they'll pull themselves up. Which honestly is great, because I'm tired of pretending like my character doesn't have arms and can't grab onto a ledge if they're about to fall to their death. Map design. This is something that had to get modernized. If you look back at Doom 1, 2, and even 3, the map design was not good. It seems like they pulled areas out of the single player campaign and shoehorned them into the multiplayer. This game seems to have multiplayer maps designed from the ground up, which is great. So you have these giant landmarks so you know where you're always going in the maps, and on top of that, it seems like they thought of shortcuts and different ways that you can move around the map, which makes it fun and exciting, unlike the previous versions of the game. Even though the closed beta only had 2 maps in it, I still enjoyed playing both of them, and they are both spectacular. I can't complain at all, because it brings me back to the old school Halo days, where I would be playing Halo 2 and maps like Lockout would show up, which are just perfect for multiplayer. This game seems to have those types of maps in it. Yes, they are modernized, but they have to be in order for the game to be fun. The multiplayer games are only as good as their game modes. And previous Doom games have relied on capture the flag, team deathmatch, and regular deathmatch to survive. While that was great back 15 years ago, nowadays you can't really get away with that. People expect more, not only bigger maps and better gameplay, but more game modes and something new. So yeah, you're not going to find just your standard team deathmatch or standard deathmatch in this game. But the game modes that they have incorporated into it are actually good. Yes, I've only played the beta and they've only had Team Deathmatch and Warpath, but guess what? That new game mode, Warpath, is more fun to me than Team Deathmatch is. And that's saying something, because most games rely on Team Deathmatch. Now, if the rest of the game's modes are as fun as Warpath, then this game's going to have some real legs to stand on. Otherwise, if they were to just throw in your capture the flag, your deathmatch, and team deathmatch, it wouldn't survive. So yes, this is a little bit more modernized, but it's just giving you more options to play the game. So I don't know why people are complaining about this. Alright, so we'll talk about it. We're gonna have the talk right here. Loadouts. Yes, Doom now has loadouts. Does it mean it's bad? No. Does it make it like Call of Duty? Not really. And I'll explain why. First of all, when you start in Call of Duty, let's say you're a level 1 player, and you join a game, and there's a bunch of level 20 players in that game. Do you stand a chance? Usually not a big one. Look at it. They have guns that have been unlocked and have tons of attachments on them. You probably have a shitty Scar or something like that that can't do any damage. This game starts you off with rocket launchers and plasma cannons and weapons that actually do damage, like the super shotgun. So I don't see how it's uneven. Everybody's on the same playing field. Nobody's getting gated out like it is in games like Call of Duty, where if somebody bought an amazing sniper rifle or unlocked an amazing sniper rifle at level 30 and you start at level 1 and you don't have it, guess what? They're going to have an advantage. In Doom, all the weapons can do the same amount of damage in the same amount of time. It just depends on how good you are with them. It's all based on skill. So I don't understand this crazy losing their minds reaction to Doom having loadouts when the loadouts are actually balanced. Yes, there are a couple guns that are locked from the beginning, but within the first few levels, you unlock those guns. And the guns that are unlocked from the get-go are rocket launchers and super shotguns and plasma cannons. Even when I was first starting the game, that plasma rifle that they start you with, I used that from level 1 to 15. My skill went up as I played more with it, but it's a great gun and I started with it. Unlike Call of Duty, where if you want a great gun, you have to level up to rank 50 to get it. So just calm down when it comes to loadouts. Give them a chance. It's not that bad. It really isn't. So just relax. Customization. This has a little bit of a build-up to it and a story behind it. So I was watching a video today, and the person was complaining about the Doom multiplayer beta. Now, I'm not going to bash on the person, I'm not even going to name the person. I'm just going to say that maybe they shouldn't be playing the beta if they have that strong of hatred for it. But one of the things that they actually complain about is the character customization. Not that it's limited or bad in any way whatsoever. They're not complaining about that. They're complaining about the fact that it's in the game as a whole. Now, I've played the Doom beta. You can literally never go into the character customization screen. You can avoid it altogether. So why complain about it? There's no reason. You don't have to pay for skins, you don't have to pay for different designs or paint jobs, you don't have to pay for armor pieces. It's all unlocked as you play the multiplayer for free, and you never have to see it. On top of that, there are players like myself who like changing characters' armor or changing their color, making them look cool and unique and personalizing them. And guess what? That makes me happy. That draws me to the game more because I get to customize my character. But why are you going to complain when you never even have to look at it? It's just sheer stupidity. It's in the game, it doesn't cost anything, it's just a little bonus. How dumb are you to complain about something like that? The human race just baffles me sometimes. Now, I'm going to ask a question, and you can answer it in the comment section below or just ignore it entirely. But do you think Doom has enough gore? Now, I've been playing Doom, like I said, since Windows 95. I recently did a little bit of a Let's Play of Doom 3, so I know how gory the game normally is. And I've seen people complain that the game's not gory enough. Now, when I shoot a character with a rocket and they explode, I don't see rainbows and confetti shooting out of that corpse. It's mostly blood and guts. And if you go to IGN, you can actually watch a video, it's a full minute long video, of characters doing executions to each other with tons of blood and gore. So this one is just stupid. I don't understand how you don't think there's enough gore. Maybe it's because you've been playing too much Gears of War and you think everybody should just be chainsawed in half, but I'm satisfied with the gore level of this Doom game. They also complained about the game not having enough dirt, or that it wasn't gritty enough. And I don't know what that means, because last I checked, the game's very gory. The levels involve caverns and dark, dank places, and if you mean the characters aren't dirty enough, there's actually a slider bar for that, where you can make the character dirty, and then on top of that, scratch up their armor. So I just don't know what that kid was complaining about. Ironically enough, it was the same one complaining about character customization. Huh. Man, people are just weird. So that's it for this video. These are just my opinions of the Doom multiplayer beta, but I want to know what you think. So go download it. It's out now for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. And then once you're done playing it, you can come back here and leave a comment letting me know what you thought of it. Did you agree with my opinion, or do you disagree with it? If you like this video, make sure you click the like button down below, and if you want to see more of my content, you can check out my channel or even subscribe. Until next time, have a good one.